Information constipation. Anybody ever heard that term? Well, if you've never heard that term, let me go ahead and say now I just made that shit up right now. Because I haven't seen it nowhere and I haven't searched it. Information constipation. This is another virus pandemic that's messing the people up right now in these type of times. And I'm super excited to explain it and express my views all about it. Now, we're pulling up here on Thanksgiving. People are going to be giving thanks. Hopefully, they give their digestion system some thanks because it's been digesting a lot of bullshit, hopefully. Hopefully, not that much. But however it is, we coming up on Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, however you're being grateful. I hope your digestive system can give you a round of applause. But I know a lot of people's digestive system is going to be glued up to the walls, not moving basically, because they're going to be stuffed. Let's talk about this. Did you know that you can always see what someone ate from what they produce? Now, you know about them one people. It's like there's a certain type of people out there that don't have the program to like flush the toilet after they use it. You know what I'm saying? So like you walk into the bathroom, it's like, you know, like, why? Who left this shit in? You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what that person ate. Now, if the digestive system working good, you might not know anything. But a lot of times these days, you know, people be eating the things that I don't know where they get them. I'm going to create a little example. We don't want to be in the bathroom that long. Imagine, at the Friendsgiving, your Chef David, make some bomb-ass jackfruit tacos. I come in there with some cornbread. I come in there with some, probably not cornbread, though. That's going to stock y'all up. I come in there with them jackfruit tacos, right? Somebody else brought some sweet corn, right? This sister decided to eat all the tacos she could and add as much corn as could fit in the taco, right? Then she go over to my man's house and she didn't flush the toilet. So I don't really need to ask you what you liked at the party. I can see it in the toilet. So the whole understanding here is this, y'all. You are going to produce what you consume either consciously or subconsciously, but it's coming out of you. Period. It's coming out of you. And this is such a beautiful illustration to understand what information constipation is doing right now in this time. Because a lot of people are walking around and they barely take a shit regularly in a real toilet. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been eating foods and bacterias and colon has been backed up and colon's been screaming and waving flags. Red flags, blue flags, green flags. And nobody's helping the colon. So people have allowed themselves to be digestively backed up, but they do this all up into the point where they can't deal with it no more. Go to a gynecologist, what do they call them things? Colonoscopist or whoever them people's is. You know what I'm saying? Colonoscopy to get their colon cleansed so that they can start using the bathroom like they remember, right? This is the same thing that's going on with all the social media and all the high data networks and informations and 5Gs and all the things. Because people are so embedded in a consumer mentality that they're not producing anything. They're not producing anything. It's like your cognitive digestive system is eating all day. Yet, you're not giving yourself no time or space to process what you're eating, so you do not take a shit all day. So a lot of people are stuck on mute because they're eating and they're not digesting the food. So you have to make a break. You have to be like, okay, I'm not going to consume more than 10 videos today. Let me give y'all my own personal story because it seems like people don't want me to be in the bathrooms no more. Let's go to my bathroom. I take a shit on Instagram. Now, I know a lot of people take a shit on Instagram, but not everybody take a shit on Instagram like I do. Some people take a shit on Instagram like, oh, well, she shouldn't have said this to me, so I'm going to slight comment towards what I want to say to her, but I'm not going to mention her, so she doesn't know I'm talking to her, but I still get it out of myself. And women do the same thing. But I don't think they hide it as much. They don't give a fuck. They be like, F men, this, that, this, you know, all that kind of stuff. People take shits. It just depends on which toilet. I take a shit on Instagram. This is how I do it. So I consume a lot of content on plant-based food, plant-based nutrition. Shout out to Dr. Sebi. Shout out to Dr. Iris Latham. Shout out to Dr. Lila O. Africa. Shout out to Dr. Jewel Pukram. You feel me? The melanated keeping us on time. You feel me? So I've created a channel, a platform to disseminate that by which I'm consuming on a regular basis. Why? Because if not, I'm going to be digestively backed up because I'm consuming all this content. Only I know about it. And I haven't processed it to know what I really know. So I process what I know, what I really know all the time. So I post what I want to post, what I feel like I just learned, how this helped me, how key lime should be in everybody's kitchen, how sea moss need to be in your fridge. If you don't have it already, tastedvegan.com. Tastedvegan.com. So delicious. You know what I'm saying? So we have to come to a space where we can actually start to, filter what we're consuming so that we can make sure that we're using the bathroom properly. Now I'll break it to you down like this. I like making all my things connect like smoothies because you don't know what fruit's in it. So I like it like that. When you don't know what you consume, everybody else knows because of what you produce. So people who are bitter, angry, sad, frustrated about particular issues, you know that that's what they're focusing on. You know that that's what they've been watching. That's what the videos they entertain themselves with. Because you can't really hide anything. You can only hide your eyes from it. So, people are going to start learning how to manage and monitor the things that they consume so that they can make sure they're digesting it properly and they can make sure that they're acknowledging the toilet that they use. Now, I have websites because, I've built big buildings on Instagram just for them to be taken down in one day. That was my lesson. Needed an email list. Should have been as big as a follower count. We'll talk about that. Now, when you have an awareness of information constipation, you definitely want to take a step back. It's not like I'm telling that you should. You'll know that you want to because it's like, oh, I've watched literally 25 videos today and I don't remember none of the shit they talked about. I just know some of it resonated, and I was brushing my teeth during that one, and I went to pick up Susu at this time, and this and this and that and this and that. Information constipation. Are you moving, or is this information just moving you? Huh? Well, this your brother DAVI. That's the D sitting in the body. That's the me. And I'm super excited to talk about information constipation and other higher thought concepts. Now, I know I'm speaking at a high level, and I know it's not for everybody who's really going to understand what I'm saying, but it's not for everybody to understand what I'm saying because if everybody was understanding what I'm saying, I would be talking to nobody. So right now I'm talking to a specific somebody, and it's not everybody who can catch that. So with that being said, with this whole Thanksgiving coming up, give your digestive system a reason to give you a hug by doing some fasting, at least before and after. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Help the motion somehow. Get some sea moss from tastedvegan.com. Get yourself the cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Do a detox one time. You know what I'm saying? Get the body okay with you. Some people's bodies mad at them. That's why they achy knees, achy back, and achy joints, and it's not having fun. And you're not having fun walking around neither. So you might as well do yourself a favor. Because you're waiting for somebody else to do you a favor, you might as well do the favor first. So keep your mind aware for Thanksgiving's coming up. And keep your mind aware also for the next time you want to take a shit on the internet. Because we can see all of your stuff. I take shits on the internet now. People know that I do this. But I have different toilets for different foods. But every single time that I produce is better than the initial food. That's the organic man. I do what I can. Thank you. Talk to you again. Peace.